Alrighty, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. I think we are good to go. Let me just make sure my signal is being sent over in the good old 4K. There we are. Alright. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a good day here. Bitcoin broke out while I was sleeping yesterday after a very long late night stream there Thursday morning. But here we are. Things looking really good. I'm pretty excited about where we are. We've all been making some good money. You know, my Bitcoin long trade that we've talked about, that is now closed. That has been pretty interesting. A lot of stuff going on here. Bitcoin launching up towards around $67,000 right now. We're going to see if we can break out of there. But again, we're heading towards just a massive level of resistance. So we're back to where we were a few weeks ago, then a few months ago before that, where everything is looking very, very good. But following that, we saw some really crazy turbulence here. So I think it's okay to cool off, take some profits, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about here today. Plus doing a bunch of technical analysis and going over some of our trades here. But before we go over some of the trades we've been taking, I'm gonna give Loki a little bit of a treat here. He's over here salivating after just getting back from outside. So, you being a good boy? Yes. I don't think he wants to look into the camera. No. Come over here. Yeah, come over here. Into the camera. You guys can imagine he's looking at you guys. Yum, 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 yum. Alright. Alright, everybody, let's get started because there's a lot to talk about here today, and it is Friday, so I'm sure all of you guys have some good stuff planned out here. I'm waiting for Loki to eat the treat so I can roll my chair back over here. I'm in this weird little crooked formation right now, but good. I'm gonna push you over there. Push. All right. Again, good day here. Let me turn that down a little bit right there. And hey, GOP, happy to see my man in Havana, Woody. Looks like you're right on time. I am doing good this Friday. I'm still a little bit tired. I need to really anchor in a good time for me just to go to sleep. I keep on staying up until I feel tired, then I fall asleep, and I just wake up at random times. Today I woke up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is bad. So my body is definitely telling me I need to get more sleep here. So maybe I'll be doing that this Saturday, and I'll be doing that this Sunday here. So we'll see how that turns out. However, guys, let's take a look at some of these profits here. A few of these trades we just opened up literally 2 days ago, but they've already been moving up. This little bit of a swing trade method that we've been opening back up here, it's definitely been working out. So starting off with World Token. World Token is basically going sideways here over the last few days. WIF Token has bumped up around 47% profits for us. Hook is down 34%, so that one didn't work out for me all too well. Arbitrum up 61%, and Floki, which we were talking about, remember I was mad about Floki not pumping up when Pepe was popping up, but now it's up to with the 10x leverage here, it's up 119%. So we're seeing some really good moves right now, very good moves. And of course you guys can see Bitcoin going up. If you guys are looking for a new exchange, make sure to check out JumpX here, just because they are having no KYC, no VPN needed, and plus you get that 10% rebate I was talking to you guys about. So if you guys are interested, make sure to use that link down below. Now, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, let me go back over here very fast and tell you guys what's been happening with everything else besides Bitcoin. Last 24 hours, Notcoin is up 14%, Pepe is up 11.6%, Wormhole 10%, Floki 10%, Lido DAO is up 8%. We're seeing some really nice jumps here. Even Bonk is up 7%. Nice moves is what we're looking at. And all of a sudden, the year-to-date numbers here, check this out. Year-to-date is going up a little bit more as well. Popcat's still up a lot right here, but Mantra right here up, 1,200 or 2,000%, excuse me. Dog with Hat, we're seeing a lot of big movers here on the top 100 coming back up again. They're starting to thrive a little bit more. Is there a few that have not been doing very well? Yes, and those are Arbitrum, Paul, Multiverse, Matic, same thing there. 1,000 Satoshis, Tia, Cosmos. There are plenty down here, and I'm buying a little bit of these ones that have low year-to-date returns, and I'm going to see if they can have a really big whiplash effect here, going up to some really crazy levels over the next, I want to say 2 to 3 months, just because again they are so much more oversold, and they have been here for quite a bit of time. Now, as far as the other trades we've been taking here, take a look at this Bitcoin long we took. Remember the 200x leverage? Yeah, that's still doing absolutely beautiful right now. This was a $25 trade, everybody, and it turned into $205. That's exactly what you guys want to see right there. Definitely a nice move, if I do say so myself. Again, that was something more of a YOLO trade that I wanted to take with you guys, just to show you guys how crazy 200x leverage could be. Please don't trade with 200x leverage. It is just a little bit too risky for the average investor. Yeah, you could even see with mine, because it's such a low amount of money versus how much I have in my account, it literally says the liquidation price. It can never liquidate because, again, this position was so small. RLC, we topped into this one here. This was a 5x leverage one. I should have made it 10x leverage because I would be up like $500 instead of 255 bucks. You know, I'm getting close to trying to scale out a little bit of these positions here, not too much, but just scaling out. Ethereum right now, guys, Ethereum has not been moving much at all. Since we bought, it's up 2.5%, which is fine, but really it has not moved up hardly at all. I'm thinking Ethereum is going to have a really big week coming up, and so I'm thinking of going long there, and I'll tell you guys why in a little bit here. Sundog up 70%. I like what I see. Still doing well, up about $100, and we'll see what happens there. Matic, which we just talked about on CoinMarketCap.com. Look at this bad boy. It's up around 10% or almost 100% here, with giving us about $336 of profits. I like that. We bought in at 0.3969, so basically under 40 cents. And then we're looking at 43.5 cents right now. So definitely a good profit there. And then last but not least, Ape Token. This took a while to get up here, but man, this is a 20x leverage play. We're up 200% or about $200. And let me take a peek at this actually. Look at Ape on the 1 hour chart. All right. I don't know exactly when I bought this, actually. Does it tell me? 76.29, so it's probably back over here. I would assume somewhere over here, perhaps. This is the 1 hour chart. Yeah, because the stop loss would have hit. Yeah, so somewhere over here. So it's been working out. I'm sure we've gone negative a couple times, but right now we're seeing a grind. It's just that with a lot of these different tokens here, it is okay to start scaling out of some of them, especially if you're like getting some really good returns off of them. So that's kind of what the focus is today, I would say. Now, let me go over here so you guys can see my face. And then I'm just going to break down some of the Bitcoin technical analysis here, starting off with the weekly charts as always. So the MACD is about to flip over. Stochastic is already bullish. RSI is already bullish, but the MACD is not. So I'm still waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm really just gonna chill and wait a little bit longer before I go gung-ho in here. The profits we've been making, they've been great. I mean, they've been really good profits, as you guys know. So as far as I see right now, I'm basically just in the mindset of, okay, I've been buying over the last couple weeks, finally started doing a little bit of swing trading here, even if it's just for a few days, not going for like, you know, weeks just yet. But these trades have been working out, and we've been breaking out, and we've been you know, messing around, breaking out above these lower high situations here. You know, lower high, finally broke out above that. Now, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, we have another level of resistance coming up around $68,000. That's going to be the key here. Man, I mean, we've been jolting for a while, and if you look at that chart right there, when we jolt up and have a pretty big move, we've typically still been coming down overall. So again, I'm being patient. I have a bunch of powder ready to go long and stuff like that. But right now, I think we're kind of at the end stages of a little bit of a rally. If we're lucky, this will keep on going magically, and you know, I'll be very happy. But for now, I just want to lock in a little bit of profits here. So as we watch this breakout continue to pump back up here, it looks like we are going to have a resistance level, just so you guys know, around $68,000, and that's currently about $2,000 away from where we are right now. So I'm still looking at this point of time as a scale out level here. Bitcoin just started a new day about 40 minutes ago. Hopefully we can continue to pump up here and get the rest of that money that we're craving, right? 4 hour chart still looking pretty bullish here. MACD is still good. Stochastic showing some weakness, but RSI is still good. A little bit of getting oversold, but so far we've been actually doing okay with that breakout there. 1 hour chart, as always, being a little bit not always. 1 hour chart is showing a little bit more bearishness here. It's been kind of getting choppy here because of how the momentum has been kind of like grinding us up, because we've been just chewing through a wall, getting pushed back down, wall. And the 1 hour chart's starting to not be as useful as I'd like here, but I'm going to keep track of it here because right now we have a consistent bearish trend. You're seeing possibly a little bit of a divergence happening here. Not enough to worry me just yet because of the 4 hour chart, but I do want to make it clear I am scaling out just in case we do have something of a larger move down here over the next few days, pushing us back down here, maybe back towards, like 63,000, something like that. I don't think there'll be anything too wild. We do have that stuff coming on or going on in the Middle East, it looks like, but I mean, I think they're just bombing shit. You know, people seem to be okay with it. So as long as people are okay with it, you know, we can still make our money. Now, a couple other things here, guys. Short term, when it comes to Bitcoin, still grinding, but you're seeing some weakness happen here. So again, we do need to see a little bit more of a pump happening in the next like 2 to 3 hours if you want to see this rally extend. Otherwise, we might come back down here and start testing at the high, excuse me, the $65,000 range one more time, and then try to make something of a larger move. So let me go back over here to the daily chart. All right. So this rally is pretty much, we're getting close to an end here as far as I'm concerned. If we do manage to break out and something like that, that's fantastic. I'll trade that as a separate swing trade than what I'm looking at right now, though. I'm not holding my positions that I have open as far as these current trades I made over the past week. I'm not holding them to, like, you know, $70,000, $73,000 levels. I'm not holding them to that. I may have like 5% left over in a trade and just kind of seeing if I can squeeze out a little bit more money. Yeah, that may happen. But am I like, you know, am I gonna not sell anything until I hit 71,000? Oh, hell no. You know, you get that. All right. Now, other tokens here. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum is not making the same type of moves as a lot of other tokens. This has been very slow compared to some other stuff. I think the overall earnings for the week have still been decent here. Let me see if I can actually pull up, customize. There we go. Right, so similar here, 4% there. A lot of other altcoins like Solana's up 7.5, BNB's up 6.5. You know, Dogecoin's up 17. Dogecoin's number 8 again. Look at that. It's coming back here. Well, actually, I think it was number 8 a few days ago as well. But you get the point. But which one am I looking at here? It's at this level of resistance. So what I'm thinking of doing, because Bitcoin still is a little bullish here, I'm wondering if I should take something more of an aggressive trade here, where typically I might not do it. And I'm hoping for Ethereum to break out above this order block and have something of a larger surge. You can see order block here, no moving average is really close to us. The weekly chart, however, does have a 50-week moving average up here around 2,800. So there's a little bit more room for, I think, a scalp to play out there. So I'm kind of watching to see how that plays out. That matches up with that level of resistance we were just talking about. Right here around that 2,800. So if we were to break out above that, what's next? The 20-week moving average. That's around $3,000. A little bit more of an aggressive play, but I am going to take it here very fast. Oh, you know what? I already have an Ethereum long here, don't I? Might as well just leave this on, shouldn't I? What we'll do is we'll do one on JumpX as well, just so we can see, you know, what's been going on. Now let's go over here to Ethereum. It's already up a couple percent today, so it probably will cool off a little bit, but it's fine. We'll just buy and kind of just watch it. It's more of a watching thing. We'll do a $200 trade with a 15x leverage. We'll long it. Maybe place a limit order down here. No, let's not be. Okay, I'll just want to buy it so I actually have the position open. There we go. I know it'll come down a little bit, but still. I just want to have it open. All right, there we go. But yeah, so I'm watching that pretty closely to see if we can get a move back up here. So far, Ethereum has just been having a little bit more trouble with this breakout. You can see how this broke out. I mean, how this hasn't broken out, excuse me. Look at Solana. You know, Solana was already there. It had that surge right now. It's in the order block trying to go even higher. Solana is a little bit more bullish right now, so I'm hoping Ethereum can catch up. And I think it has the ability to catch up right now as well. As far as how other tokens are doing, Dogecoin having a nice move. We already talked about this a while ago from the weekly chart, saying how it looked like it might need to pop. Look at that. All those moving averages. Not just pop, but pop well, because the moving averages were going to be that level of resistance. And typically, when you break above these levels of resistance, Dogecoin is usually having a pretty fun time. WIF still doing very well on the weekly chart here. Daily charts, everybody, look for those levels of resistance. You're seeing a little bit of them. This is why I'm calling it like the final stretch here of this move. Mirror coming back, also breaking out. Anything else moving today? I guess we just started the new day, didn't we? There's not so much happening. Turbo still moving up. Nice breakout there. RLC moving up. We talked about that breakout a few days ago, which is why we went long RLC, and boom, it's having a nice move. I should probably scale out of this probably after it hits 180 here, but what are we at right now? Is it this one? RLC, no, we're looking at, there's RLC. Yeah, we should probably get rid of this pretty soon as well. For swing trades, of course. All right. Let me just do a quick little check. Dollar index is still breaking down here week over week. That is exactly what we want to see. Gold is still going up. It looks like it's cooled off a little bit since yesterday. Yeah, definitely cooled off a little bit here. And let me go back over here. How's oil looking? Oil's going more sideways now. Still holding up pretty well. It's trying not to fall down below the 60s, which I guess if I was an oil producer, that's a good sign for me. I don't want it to break down below those levels. All right. For right now, we're going to be watching Bitcoin here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot. There was no short form video today, so I'm not going to worry about how I move and maneuver. You guys will see me using this format, and of course, you know, that format. So yeah, should be good to go. And hey, Mark, happy to see my man. The only people not enjoying last week are the big heavy shorts right there, right? And hey, Kilo, happy to see you. Man, I occasionally have one of those late night setbacks that add up to turnovers where I just have to sleep all day. Yeah, that's typically me. But see, for me, it's just more complicated because, like, if I just can't sleep, I'll go work. I'll go do something. Like, office is basically downstairs, right? So I just come on down and just start doing YouTube shit. And I got to stop doing that so much. I just gotta be like, man, you could work on YouTube stuff tomorrow. I started a new shorts. Like I have those. I remember I talked to you guys about those two different shorts I was setting up. The first one is going to be the one where it's all kind of flashy and stuff like that. The other one is going to be about me talking to ChatGPT. And it's basically just going to be like a robot picture, kind of like pretending to talk. But basically today I put one out. Please watch the entire thing if it happens to come across your short feed, like the entire thing. It's like me saying, hey, ChatGPT, how much money has the U.S. printed over the last 5 years? And the ChatGPT is like, we printed like $6 trillion in the last 5 years. And I'm like, is that a good thing? And ChatGPT says, no, that's not a good thing, Michael. You know, that devalues the dollar and leads to inflation, which hurts average Americans. And I was like, but the government says printing lots of money is good. And then, you know, ChatGPT responds, no, it's not, you know, and they do that to get more votes. Yeah, so it'll be a funny little satire type of thing happening pretty soon. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do it, but you know, instead of just trying to figure out the best way, I'm just going to start doing it, and whatever kind of, I'll be able to adapt as I kind of make more videos as I go along. But yeah, so it should be pretty fun. But yeah, I have not been getting enough sleep. Since this weekend is my birthday week, I'm probably not going to stream on Sunday on my birthday. I'll probably take the whole fucking day off and just do nothing. Saturday I'll chill with you guys a little bit. Well, Sunday I might stream. I'm not entirely sure. I may stream for a little bit. If I want to. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing, because I'm basically out of the house almost the entire day. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing this. And hey, Digital K, happy to see you, my man. Oh, make sure I'm not missing a thing. That guy in the other room has been doing my head. What is that? That mean? Are we shorting soon? I mean, you're getting close to where I think more people want to short at this point. For me, though, I don't short in these types of markets when momentum is still strong. I don't short into these unless you may be looking at hourly chart, but the hourly chart's been too choppy to really trade. So perhaps if you wanted to open up a short, you could wait for a breakdown accompanied by a 4-hour MACD, you know, momentum shift. That might be the way to go, and then you might only have to hold it for like 10 to 25 hours of us kind of going bearish for a while. Have a stop loss, you know, and you should be okay. But I usually don't want to short into this type of stuff unless I'm doing something of a higher leverage type of play, which can be fine. But again, you gotta really have that stop loss in place. Ethereum has been a bad dog. Yeah, dude, it's been fucking annoying right here. Let's see. Oh, and members, oh, and hey, Cameron, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. It says, let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. I appreciate that a lot, my man. It's a good one. Members out there, I always say thank you for being members, but I have been putting out like videos like almost every other day, so please keep track of those ones. Like I literally have like 220 members on the stream. Some only watch my short form, some only watch my lives, and some only watch my tutorial videos. And so, but as a reminder to you guys, I'm gonna start reminding you guys more because I know the YouTube algorithm don't do shit. Yeah, like most of my videos here have been members stuff, and then I also have a tutorial tomorrow coming out for something very, very basic and simple. But then I have that other Federal Reserve video coming out here pretty soon. I'm waiting to see what my new editor can do, because this is my editing right here. I got 2,500 views. If I actually just spent time editing, which I don't have time and it hurts my head to do so, what happens if I pay an editor? Will it perform better than 2,000 views, 2,500 views? If it does, I can keep on paying them, or I can just keep paying them for the, you know, the peace of mind to not have to do it myself. And hey, I'm happy to see my man. But I'm green across the board. Sheeb is the best doggo. I hate it. I have to keep flipping him and his golden moves. Again, Sheeb can have really crazy booms out of nowhere. The hard part is just holding and waiting for that to happen. And typically when Sheeb goes up, you guys know it has like a 1 to 2 week type of wait time here. So let's see if I can find it here. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. Weekly charts. Right, we're in week 1. Typically we have 2 weeks of moves. That one was a little bit longer. This one's only one big week. Way back over here, and you know, back in the old days, you know, it was only like a month of it actually popping up here. So again, you might be in it going up here towards 27.41 or something like that. So, you know, but again, we got 2 more days until the end of this week is over. So it might end up going up. And for the first time in a while, the MACD is turning green here. The MACD hasn't turned green since October of 2023. Right there, you know. Still took a while for it to pump, of course, but still that's what we want to see. This kind of goes on its own pace though. And we had 1 breakout there, 2 breakouts there, breaking out of moving averages, just some nice stuff happening. All right, there we go. Holding 550,000 coins. Oh my God, right there. What's up, Michael? On top of your head, if Doge was to pump, what would you think? It'll hit rough range? You got to have a time frame on there. Time frame. If it's like long term, you know, like this cycle, it'd probably try to hit $1 again. If it's lagging a little bit more than everything else this cycle, because maybe something really takes off like a MOG coin or a turbo, something like that. You know, you could think about that more as probably high 60s, high 70 cents range if it doesn't really get much attention this year. But yeah, it should still have a pretty big pump. Hey Michael, how do you make your chart price action expand? You look back further by default. Do you have a scroll and zoom? Could you show how to change that? I don't exactly know what you're asking. What do you mean expand? Like, I'm scrolling my mouse right now to do this, if that's what you're talking about. I think this is default. I've never changed anything about this. I'm sure if you go over here to settings, they probably have something over there, but I don't know. Scales and lines. You can lock the price to bar ratio over there if you wanted to. Scale modes, 8th and L, visible on mouse over, always visible. Currency unit. No. Status lines, no. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the question is. Like, all I'm doing is, like, you guys can't see it, but I'm just down, up, down, up. That's basically what I'm doing there, but I'm not entirely sure. If you mean, like, for this, I'm just dragging the side, but I'm not entirely sure what the question is you're asking. If you're more specific, I think I could help, but maybe not. So, but ask. You know, no harm there. We got on the casual on today, looking good. Oh, I know, I got my sweatshirt on. It's my YouTube approves hoodie. They sent it to me for joining one of their programs. That AI does sound fun to play with. Yeah, I chose a British guy because apparently people like British guys. But I'm also going to have one with a robot. So like the robot's going to be ChatGPT. It's going to be like a British robot. I'm going to have another one that's going to be in a samurai voice. I'm going to have a samurai character that we talk to. But samurai is like maybe for next month. But he's going to be talking about like ethics and shit like that. Like, you know, a code of honor, because our politicians don't have honor. So stuff like that. It'll be kind of fun. I have it all planned out. I was just trying to figure out how to do it, and instead of like trying to keep on figuring out how to do it, I just started doing it. So I'm hoping that's kind of just like a thing I have with ADHD. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just do it, because you know I want to be perfect, and it just you know, if it's not oh, that's not fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I was trying to pin Cameron's post, but YouTube won't let me do it, but I can give it a heart. There we go, I give it a heart. Happy birthday week, Michael. Love your streams. You've seen Zombieland Saga on Crunchyroll? I have not seen that just yet, but thank you for the birthday wishes. I haven't had a chance to watch as much anime as I wanted to. I'm watching an old anime that I haven't seen before called Reborn. That'll be kind of fun. And I've also... No, I've been going out and smoking cigars. I've been going out a little bit more, so like actually out to restaurants and going drinking. One of my friends from the cigar lounge, she sent me a PDF I have to look at. It's about like controlling your weight and stuff like that, because I've been losing weight, but it's been in a way that's been kind of like just more miserable. You know, I'm drinking shakes and shit like that. I'm going on my walks and things like that, which are kind of fun, but like, you know, it was kind of annoying. So his way is like good food, but like also understanding exactly how many grams of fat for your chicken that I'm eating, how many carbs your broccoli has, all that type of shit. And so I can kind of understand that, plug that into an Excel spreadsheet that he has. And then basically I'll be able to kind of like really eat some good foods every now and again, but understand it's like, it's all within my daily caloric intake or something like that. Seems like a lot of altcoins are consolidating well, might get another push in the weekend. That's what I'm hoping for, but again, that consolidation is exactly why I'm deciding to scale out of a couple of these tokens right now. So again, they can continue running up here. That's not what I'm not saying they're going to go all into like nothing this year, but like Floki's already up 10% since I bought it. Arbitrum's up around 6%. Hook is down about 3%. Whiff is up about like a couple, 2-3%, and Wild Token is up 25% since I bought it. So no, 25%. Yeah, 25% since I bought. Jesus Christ, damn. 10x leverages can really change your life right there. But yeah, but again, these are all small amounts of money. I don't think you guys need to go huge. I go huge, as you guys know, when it comes to Bitcoin primarily. I like trading Bitcoin simple, and it's not so volatile that I'm afraid that when I wake up something crazy has happened, you know? Bitcoin can be volatile, but you know what I'm talking about. Plus, you know, when we do the crazy Bitcoin plays like we talked about, where's that? You know, now we're up 850%. If we're lucky here, we might even get up to 1,000% profit, right? So for, you know, now that's pretty nice for a $25 trade, right? Now there's some fees and stuff like that, but I'll be fine with that. There we go. What's right here? Hey Courtney, thank you very much. I'm hoping to have a good birthday. My grandparents are taking me out to like a crab pot type of place. Might be in Seattle, might be somewhere else, but basically to have that good, you know, crab and sausages and corn and shit. Oh, it'll be good. If you've ever seen cycle charts, you can see the entire history of the price action fitting your whole screen. If you look back with the default way, the old price action is super tiny, not visible. You might be talking about log versus non-log, perhaps. So if I open this and I go to the weekly chart here and I scroll out, right, and I look at like this, right, and let me go over here to the old Bitcoin charts. So right now I had this little L right here on the bottom right hand corner. See it right there? I have it clicked on. It says logarithmic. If I turn it off, that might be what you're talking about. So I have it usually turned on. It does mess with the technical analysis a little bit if you turn it off versus on, but typically it's not too big of a move. Like for now, if I were to point these two together saying, hey, this is point A, this is point B, let me extend these lines out here. Right now that resistance level for this week is going to be around 69,500, about there. Here, it's like 69,550. I'm not even sure if that was much of a difference at all. No, it's actually pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same, yeah. So, but yeah. I think you were talking about is the log button, perhaps. I usually like to keep it clicked on. I don't use it for the oscillators here because it makes them kind of funky for the most part. Right? I don't like that but if it's coming for the main charts, yeah, I usually use it on. Just because, again, I like to zoom out, zoom back in. I want you guys to be able to see kind of what was happening during those time frames. There we are. Okay. And hey, Rocky, happy to see you. How do you think China's stimulus package will affect Dogecoin and Bitcoin moonshot before 2025? I don't think it'll be a moonshot before 2025. I think it'll probably happen in Q1 of 2025. If we're lucky here. Remember, when we... back when we had a similar type of move here back in 2021 and such, a while ago now, but we really got started kicking off over here in November, December. It was great. The last little big pop of it, though, where altcoins were really running, that was back in, Q1, basically, way back over here. Now, the second kind of rally, it was a little bit weird, but this happened at the end of the year as well. But then we kind of trickled down because of rate interests. What do you call those things? Rate increases, excuse me. But I would anticipate before, before the middle of Q5 is probably Q2 of 2025 is going to be the best thing here. But for me, all I've been doing with some of the profits that I've been making from some of these trades is just been allocating them to my long-term holdings for them for the cycle play. Because again, I still think a lot of these altcoins have a long way to go. It's stuff for the long game here. It really just depends on how long you guys are willing to hold for each portfolio. Right now, I have a lot of money in my very, very long-term portfolio, like 10, 20, 30 years, but I'm not touching that forever. Well, not forever, but for a long time. Then you got your cycle ones, right? The cycle ones were like, man, I was still buying shit up like the end of April or end of March, when the market was just starting to tip over. I was still buying, I was still buying, I was still buying, I was still buying, I was still buying. And I started taking a break because I'm like, damn, I'm putting a lot of money in here and it's like still going down. Then it started to plateau. I'm like, okay, I'm buying again, buying again, buying again, buying again, buying again. And so that account is what I'm looking to sell in the next like 5-6 months, basically. Then we got our swing trade accounts, basically, and those are I'm saying basically a lot, but we got those swing trade accounts, and they are much more volatile, right? So you might only hold a coin in there for a week, you might only hold a coin there for a few hours. For me, that's where I think a lot of people are at this point in time. So I'm gonna trade this in batches in certain respects. So like we just had a breakout a few days ago. Like I've been holding that Bitcoin trade for like 3-4 days. That's it. The trade is over. I'm not trading it anymore. I'm gonna try to find another opportunity to buy more Bitcoin here for a day trade or a swing trade. We have the RLC trade that's just been in there for just a few days. The world token is just there for a few days. Like if I go over here for you, I should get rid of this. I was editing that video. I gotta exit this because it's taking up space on my computer. So world token, we opened up that trade on the 19th. So we basically been holding that for about 8 days, like a week, right? And it gave us about 248% profits on it. That's basically when I sold. I've scaled out of it though, as you can see. WIF token, we bought that 926. That was yesterday. I mean, that's awesome, right? But Hook, all this stuff, other stuff was bought yesterday for the most part. Right, Arbitrum, there we go. Because I wanted to find some tokens that I wanted to buy with you guys. Now, as far as the order history here, 926, 926, 925, 920, 919. So Matic and Sundog were both on 919 here. And clicky, there you go. Let's see. Sundog and yeah, okay. Where's Sundog at? Sundog's up around 60% right now. It's okay, but it's also up 85 bucks. And then Matic right here is up $341 or about 100%. So, if I'm happy to trade, close those trades because I lock in some profit. It just happens that a lot of this stuff is still moving higher. Like this is Ape token right now. And Ape token right now is up around 244%. This is a 20x long though. I was a little bit more bullish on this one just because it had been beaten down so much that I was hoping there must be a lot of shorts still waiting to close out. But right here, here's Ape on the 1 hour. I really want to see, pew, you know, that's the hope at least. That's the hope. Can Bitcoin go sideways or slightly up long enough for that to happen? Oh, that's the question here, because technically I should be scaling out a little bit of that ApeCoin trade right now. Not that one. Do I want to close it though? Ooh, I like that light thing there. That's kind of nice. Closing price. Wait a second. Let's close 50% of it off, I guess. And we can, it's at 85.6, so 85.67.85. I'll be greedy, 855. Close. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot the 0.0. Freaked me out for a second. Okay, 0.856. There we go. There we go. All right, so we got some realized profit in there right now. We'll kind of watch it now a little bit longer, but instead of like having like 200 bucks of profit, now we only have like 116 of unrealized profit. Just in case Bitcoin, you know, takes it down a little bit, because again, you know, we do have the uptrend. If that uptrend is not working out, but again, this looks really bullish to me. It's just like, what will Bitcoin do during this time? That's the real big question for me. Oh, sorry, but about China and the stimulus package, I think it'll be fantastic for the market overall. They just got to actually start injecting some of that money. More money out there always helps Bitcoin. More money always helps Bitcoin. More money is always a good thing here. We're waiting for America to do quantitative easing as well. That'll be the really big push. I think it should start before the end of the year. You know, when will Fed do QE? This is from Bookings. Let's see. This one is from January 17th article, but it says probably in 2024 or early 2025. But let me go over here to the past month. I like how US News Money, you know, has the exact same article title as Yahoo Finance, which means that they probably are owned by the same exact people and they give you the same exact stories. I guess routers might be a good place. I don't know. Latest inflation data could boost case for more big Fed rate cuts. That's good to see right there. No. 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 No, okay. Nothing about quantitative easing there. But basically, when America starts to do it, probably again towards the end of this year, that's when you really start to see some crazy stuff go down. Because again, we're just going to turn the money printer back on, and it's going to go brrr. And then that does stimulate the economy quite a bit. And if everybody has a little bit more money in their pocket, you know, so be it. And if we have more money in our pocket, but less inflation, that's where you see a lot more people looking to invest in the markets like we had back in 2021. Remember, people were not spending a lot of their money on random shit back in 2021 for the most part. They just had a bunch of cash on hand. They're like, hey man, I got cash. There's Bitcoin. Let's go buy it. You know, but as soon as they started really printing a lot of money towards, I guess this administration's beginning, ended up being a little bit too much. You know, supply chain issues kind of fucked up for a while. A lot of stuff. Yeah, scaled out of my short-term Doge position. I was hoping Doge would have tapped the 200 SMA on the daily. It still might for Dogecoin. That could be interesting here, but for me, look at this. I'm hoping for that to happen sometime this weekend, because again, it's right there at the order block. Give it a couple more days and see what happens. But again, this is why I'm forced to scale out. I've been having the horrible issue of selling too early. But again, if you sell too early, you're still walking with a good amount of profit. But for me, I'm trying to try the scale out method here a little bit more with you guys. But you know, having some fun with it. Yeah, I believe that's exactly what. Okay, no worries, Maddox. Happy to help you out. Yeah, it's that little button called logarithmic. It's kind of hidden. It can be very annoying to not know that button because yeah, the charts will just look kind of funky. And if you're looking at some of those long-term technical analysis, like looking at old Fibonacci's, you know, for historic Fibonacci's, yeah, it'll just fuck up everything. Sheep has been running for a while, and it wants to continue running. You are correct about that. Let's see if it does though. And hey, Johan, can you tell me what exchange you use for leverage trading, and if they request KYC, also what VPN do you use if they do? No, so I live in America. I try to play by the American rules as much as possible because one day the government will come, you know, to look for those VPN people out there. So I use JumpX primarily. Here it is. There is no KYC. There is no VPN needed. They have really good fees. You get VIP3, and then on top of that, like let's say you trade futures or you know trade with leverage. Well, if your fees are $100 for the whole day of trading, which can be a lot for some people, very little amount for some people. If that's your thing, you know, you get 10% of that back into your spot account at the end of the day, which means you get basically 10% rebates for trading on there, which is really nice because they already have good fees, but it's just kind of an incentive that I built in with my partnership with them to give you guys even lower fees. So if you guys are looking for JumpX, you know, or looking for an exchange, JumpX is probably one of the best out there right now. And on top of that, of course, they just have a lot of tokens, which I like. I love exchanges that allow me to trade lots of tokens. It just makes the whole process like just easier, right? That's why the people you see me with or the exchanges, they have a lot of tokens because I don't want to have to go in a whole bunch of places. But the fact that there's no VPN, it makes it so much easier. I have a link down below to check it out though. Just when I think Reef is done pumping, it rallies every couple of days. Reef has been interesting, but remember, Reef also has a lower market cap. So when you want to trade that sucker, I think we talked about it like a week ago, it's definitely ripe for a swing trade, but it's going to be volatile. So like almost like a low leverage swing trade with a lot of capital behind it, kind of watch it go and have some fun with it. ICP is bullish. ICP is one of those tokens that usually has some pretty big pops here when the market is having a good day. Not good day. So ICP usually crashes a lot, as you guys know. But when everything kind of fixes itself around, the market's kind of looking good, it comes out of nowhere and it has these really sweet pops. So what I'm talking about there is, let me get rid of some of these oscillators here. Look at this weekly chart. If I just zoom out a little bit, all right? It's been known to have some really nice reversals when Bitcoin just goes stagnant for a little bit. And so far, we've seen that initial breakout here, right? Breakout right there. Momentum was not there. Momentum is there now. I think when we were talking about this before, we were talking about this, the daily chart, right? Breakout, momentum turned green, finally there. You can buy right there. Also change your character from there to there. And you can watch that blast off. Again, another big move happening here on top of that order block that was there, breaking out. Now heading up to the 200 daily. You're probably almost done with this move, to be frank, but it's still working out pretty well. If it does end up breaking out above this, oh yeah, look at that 50-week moving average right there as well. Oh, that's going to be hard. If we do manage to break above this, you have a pretty good chance of actually just going back slightly below this level over here, so maybe like 1050. But this trade is almost done for the week. I'd probably, I mean, again, if you're a swing trader, you can try to hold it on there. I just feel like there's so many other plays out there that I'd prefer. You know, at best, what I'm hoping for with this one, I think I was talking to a friend about this a few weeks ago. It was more of like a triangle in preparation. So we would come up here, would get rejected for a little bit, and that'd be the new breakout point. Then when we break out of this one next time, that's when I'd really like, you know, go after it. Right now though, a little bit different. Let me do something here as well very fast before I forget. Anything else? No. Okay. Oh, so also one other thing I forgot I was going to tell you guys. Now, for most of you guys, this probably doesn't matter all too much, but the heck's going on? There we go. Yeah, there. I am going to be going to an event, like a small, maybe like 30, 40 person event in Washington State and Seattle next week. And it's going to be to talk to the Republican gubernatorial candidate about cryptocurrency and stuff like that. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. I did get the official acceptance notification saying, hey, I was approved. Sometimes it can be hard to get approved because, you know, if you want to talk to a governor, candidate, whatever, it can be very hard just to get into that room with them. So luckily, yay, I was. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, that type of stuff, let me know. I'd be curious to just kind of see what a politician has to say or how they actually answer it in person. But yeah, it'll be fun. Let's see. It's when I see ICP moving in. Yeah, ICP. I mean, again, ICP had such a crazy market cap back in the day. I know it has the potential to surge to crazy levels, but like, that's why it's in the cycle account and why I don't really do too much as far as day trading or swing trading it. I typically just have it in that cycle account. Like, hey, I add a little bit to it every 2.5 weeks is usually my schedule for that one. 2 to 3 weeks, I would say, yeah. And then I'm just waiting for it to have a pop. Because I made fun of that stuff a lot when it was coming down because they chose the worst possible time to launch it. And they also launched it at like a massive market cap, which is a no-no in crypto. You do not launch stuff at massive market caps. They were trying to do some private investor stuff, but yeah, you can't do that. You cannot do that at all. And hey, Villa, happy to see my man. And let's see, is there anything else I need to scale out with? RLC, it's at 30% returns with a 5x leverage, so that's still doing okay. Let's go to the daily chart here. See, this seems like it wants to pop off a little. I'll wait a little bit more before doing more swing trades or more scale outs, I would say. What I do want to check out here is, let me zoom out of this a little bit. There we go, so my eyes don't hurt as much. There you go. Oh, my bad. I meant to click on that before I did that. I just clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Now I'm looking at the top 200 page of coinmarketcap.com. Baby Dogecoin's been the big mover. Saga, Alt, Osmo, Mog has had an amazing comeback here. Cat in a Dog's World's been pretty good here. Dogs has been down 38% though. Let's see. Safe Pal's down a little bit. Jito's up a little bit. Nexo's up a little bit. Oh, and Compound's up a little bit. Compound's always been interesting just because it's on Robinhood. And Robinhood doesn't allow many tokens on their exchange because they're afraid of the SEC. How about the top 300 list? First, Nero on Ethereum. See, it's not up 1,000% last 30 days because I owned this and I would have been making a shit ton of money if that was the case. I still feel like this data is wrong. Does it still have the little data thing? No. I gotta figure out which account I have that on. Out of there. There we go. Anything really moving today, actually? Moo Dang is up a little bit. We talked about this a while ago, but I never invested in it. Oh, it's up 600% over the last 7. Oh no, the chart's so new, it's probably twerking out a little bit more here. Oh, I remember Big Time. I own a bunch of Big Time, actually. It just had such a big crash that I just never really bought more of it. I just kind of like, let's go over here to like the yearly chart. Yeah. It was all the way up here at 70 cents. Now it's at 15. Like, it pulled a freaking Dogecoin on us. Just a miniature version of Dogecoin, basically. But now it's died back down, so the momentum is definitely shifting. So if you want some, awesome. But like, I did a trade like from the halfway point up to here a little bit, and then I bought some more, but it just kept on coming down. I was like, okay, I gotta wait a little bit longer. That should be okay. Is anything popping up so far today? Looks like everything's been fairly slow. I mean, Luna's up a little bit here, but I don't really fuck with Luna. It's for memories, right? Turbo's up 3%, having a nice day too in the 15-minute charts. Shiba's still pumping up here, 3%. Yeah, not bad at all. There you go. So for the week, guys, now that we've already broken out, we need to try to hold this by the end of the week, because if we don't hold the $65,000 level, there might be a good chance we get pushed back down here to low 60s to have to consolidate a tad bit more. But I like what I see right now for sure. There we go. You have a huge short right now and you're at a huge loss. If you have a huge short right now and you're at a loss, I would make sure you have some type of stop loss there. Typically stop losses are going to be there to help you, specifically if you, or maybe a little bit more of a green investor, like a newer investor. It just kind of lets you know how much you're willing to lose. Typically when I'm in a very bad trade, this is my personal thing, so I'm not telling you what to do at all. I typically just close it, keep them, like save the rest of my money, and then focus on like doing a good trade next time. Because right now Bitcoin is definitely having some bullish momentum. You might see something more of a short-term downward move coming up over the next few days after we see if we have a chance to get up here to 67,000. But that daily momentum is still strong here, and what's changing up for the first time in a while now is that we're going to have some weekly momentum that is going to be very, very strong here. Last time we had a breakout here and we had the momentum on top of it, we had a really big run. So if Bitcoin gets back up here towards like $72,000, $73,000 plus having that momentum, it's definitely going to lead to probably an even larger loss on your part. So I'd just be careful now. There are some circumstances where you see the MACD turn green, like right here, only for it to come back down. That's because we didn't have a breakout above the Fibonacci's, right? So maybe you'll be lucky if that happens if we have green momentum, right? But we have no breakout above the $72,000, $73,000 mark. You might still see something of a drop, and that may be a way for you to get out. But again, that would only bring you back to kind of around where we are right now. So I'd be very, very, very careful about that short position, especially if it's a large quantity of money. I typically just like say, man, I lost a shit ton of money, I gotta move on, because again, Bitcoin is designed to just go up over time. I'm not going to explain the things in a chart like that. Something like that, it's not going to probably work out best for you, my man. Alright. Let me go back over here. Actually, you know what I wanted to check out? Let me see. Rice token. Remember I bought that rice? Is it on CoinMarketCap? No, rice wallet. No, I just want rice. Rice? No, it's not on there yet. Damn it. There's a lot of rices actually, so maybe rice, no. Alright. Maybe go over to Dex Tools perhaps. Rice. Is this it? 1 day ago. There's multiple rices though. This has more liquidity though, so I'm assuming it has to be this one. Market cap around 1.59, yeah. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. If you guys don't know, I just did a YOLO on a small meme token here to kind of see what would happen. I bought in around the 800,000 market cap level, so which is like just slightly down here a little bit. This chart was added after it launched, but I've averaged up to I think 1.05 million. And so I'm seeing small returns on my investment right now. It's like 1.05 million. Yeah, I'm basically seeing a 50% return. I'm hoping this does a little bit better though. Again, this is a $1.5 million market cap. It is very, very small, but I'm waiting to see if they can actually see a big pump here over the next few days. How these trades looking, little shrimp buys. I like how all these tools like Dex Tools or BullX, they basically all have like, oh, this person is trading a small amount, this person is a little bit more, and then if you look deep enough, you might see whales every now and again. But what is this? Oh, you can actually see the address. Oh wow, you can see their unrealized profits and shit. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, let me show you guys this very fast. So if you guys are using Dex Tools, you can actually see this little hover right here. It'll show you how much money they've made or lost on the trade. So this guy's has $7.72 loss so far. This guy has made $3,000 off the trade so far. This guy's made $873 off of it. This guy's made $400 off of it. I mean, damn, that's kind of cool. Just so you can see how people are making money or losing money on these types of trades. Kind of interesting. The whales are probably going to be making the majority of the money, but you know, that's because they're involved at the very, very beginning of a project. Nero Ethereum. What about Nero Ethereum? If you let me know, I could probably help you out. Let me go back over here and see how Shib is doing, because right now Shib is definitely trying to make that pump. Because it had that move, it's just cooling down a little bit right now. I'm not seeing anything really trying to make a big pop right now. Talk about Luna, that's still doing a good job. Turbo, yeah, Turbo's even find a wall. Something's been going on with Turbo though. Turbo's been trying to break out and continue that breakout for a while now, just hasn't been able to over the last couple days. Well, until then, let me find out the Twitter. There we go. All right. Plan B is never wrong. This is from yesterday. Just a scenario. Let's see what he said. October classic pump month. Bitcoin to 70K. Well, shit. It's not really a crazy pump month if Bitcoin only goes to 70K in October, because we're almost there already. November, Trump wins election, ends Democrats. Biden, Harris warn against the war on crypto. Bitcoin to 100K. December, massive ETF inflow. Bitcoin to 150K. This is going to be a crazy one. I doubt this would ever happen. It's like doing like a 20 parlay or some shit. January, crypto people, companies return to US Bitcoin 200K. No. February, power law credit sells Bitcoin 150K. Bitcoin legal tender in Bhutan, Argentina, and Dubai. Bitcoin to 300,000. Oh, geez, that'd be kind of crazy. Trump, US start building strategic Bitcoin reserve. Bitcoin 400K. May, other countries except EU join rat race. Except EU, that's funny. Bitcoin at 500,000. June, several AI start using Bitcoin to autonomously arbitrage trade fight. Bitcoin to 600K. I mean, that's a lot to happen in the next like 5-6 months, but it'd be very, very cool if it was to occur. That to me is a little crazy. Bitcoin 2024, 100K. Let's see if we're gonna be able to do it. Oop. I like how the cat gears you up. Oh, it's trying to get... that floor is so slippery. There you go. And it's a trend conductor too. Lark says the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges just keeps on dropping. Well, of course. I mean, there's only so much Bitcoin, and people want to own Bitcoin. They want to own it, not just trade it. Bitcoin bulls right now. Oh, we finally got some happiness. Yeah. Your ex-girlfriend's when Bitcoin hits 100K. Let's see. Bitcoin is winning. Of course it is. Michael Saylor is always happy about this type of stuff. This guy probably has more money invested in Bitcoin than mostly everybody else. The year is 2015. Seller receives a $13 million offer for the property but paid in Bitcoin. 50,000 Bitcoin. He declines. Today's value, $3.18 billion. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Back in the day, you know, people didn't know much about Bitcoin. I can totally understand why he says, hey, I just want to have some fucking cash. Right? And to be honest, those people with the Bitcoin, they could have sold their Bitcoin, right? But they had to pay tax on it. But still. The biggest Bitcoin crash is coming. Oh, I like how he does the little reverse chart on us. There'll be signs when Bitcoin hits 250,000. AI is meant for these exact reasons here. To have a person eating some bananas in a shanty house with a small little pool there with nice blue water with their yacht in the swamps. That's why Bitcoin was there. It's new on my exchange. Goodbye. I bought a small amount of it and I'm holding it. It looks like it's been growing quite rapidly, so I'm just kind of catching on and seeing if it keeps on going up. So a small YOLO buy, and from there I'm just gonna see where it goes. I also got a little bit for free from weeks from doing an airdrop, which was kind of nice as well. "2027 massive solar flare wipes out all networks and memory. Crypto becomes history." That would be the craziest thing ever. Because then, you know, if we start fucking with electricity and stuff like that, oh man, yeah, people aren't ready for it. Thank God for hunting rifles and shit. I go make myself a cabin in the woods. I'm like, you know, you got to go through all the paperwork and stuff, and oh yeah. How are you going to pay people? How are they going to print money if it's not done electronically? You know what I mean? Like, we have to go back to the basics there. Thoughts on GST? It's a long-term hold, but I think it'll do well. And hey, Shane, happy to see my man. You must be happy with Solana. What about near Ethereum, Mike? Only 1 billion coins and it's 0.09 cents. Yeah, like I said, it's I have some of it. I'm holding on to see what happens. It's definitely been a rising here, but like I kind of caught on too late to it, so I'm not going to go all in right now. I just put some money in it to see what happens, and I also got some free tokens from Weeks by doing an airdrop. Weeks does a lot of airdrops on here. You go to like WTX Zone. No, where's that? Oh, there's Rewards Hub. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. We launched. There it is. So basically, you just like stake some tokens in here for a little bit. Again, not much. I think it's like $100 worth of tokens. You just say, hey, I'm gonna hold $100 worth of tokens for like 3 days time. And then you get access to these drops. Right now, there's 3 drops going on. There's Thor coin, BA token, and UBITX. I don't know any of these tokens, to be honest, because they're so new. Now, what was the logo on this one? Kind of funny looking logo, right? That's not the logo we're looking at here. Yeah, I don't actually see the logo on here, so I don't know which token this is. What about BA token? It's harder to make a name for a token when there's already so many like it. BA token. I don't see it on CoinMarketCap here either. Let me go over here to Google it. Here we go. Trade your crypto on BA token with confidence. What is it? Oh, it's an exchange. But it's like a spot exchange. Oh, okay. So it's a very basic spot exchange. Okay, so what? Okay, hold on. Only 5,700 followers. I don't know how much the token is worth of the market cap. I just can't find it right now. They're actually making it a little bit more difficult than it should be. However, let's say it's at a $10 million market cap. Well, then I have, you know, like 20 tokens at a $10 million market cap. It could be like $10 worth of crypto, but it's free. And then I just kind of see what happens with it. That's basically what I'm doing with a lot of tokens right now, because they have all these airdrops. And when the market is good like it is right now, everybody starts doing the tokens. Like here's UBITX. There's one that was on CoinMarketCap. It might be this one. There you go, UBITX. Here you go. This is a $50 million market cap. Okay, so if I get $10 worth of tokens for this and just see where it goes, I'm fine. And if it's performing well, I could always add more and stuff like that. But again, market cap is so small. Oh, damn, it doesn't even have the market cap on CoinMarketCap.com. Last year. Oh, this is new. So this just launched on June. And that's actually been going up quite well. So it's at $2.50. Not bad, actually. There we are. What about Aleo? Do you want to know? Yep, Solana is my go-to crypto. Scooped up a bunch at $10. I also was buying at $2.10. Oh yeah, you're doing just fine. What's the matter with you? Don't be grumping at me. Loki's over here. What's the matter with you? Here, did you like a treat? He's like, I've been sitting down for a while. I think I deserve a treat. But all he gets is a half a treat. Or the half of a half of a half of a treat. Excuse me. Alright, good boy. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Yep. All that. Yeah. Or he just wants pets or something. Now that I'm petting his butt, his tail's scratching like a lot. I gotta put some of that flea tick medication on him today too. I think his only lasts for like 3 months, so it wears off fast. Butt pets. but pets. There you go. There you go. All right. Thoughts on Gala? Gala's still doing fine. It really depends on what you're asking about Gala. Like, I probably should just ignore comments that don't have specific questions. But I'll figure it out. Aleo jumped up from $2 to $6 in days. Be careful with that one then. It's probably a good opportunity to scale out of it. Typically for me, if it's jumping like that, I scale at 10, 20, 30%. I'll let it keep on riding. But I need to lock in some type of profit, especially if it jumps up like that. That's a great day for a lot of people out there. Oh, let me see one other thing here. Gold is spiking up again here actually over the past half an hour since we started streaming. Or I guess how long have I been streaming for? Like an hour, yeah. If gold gets back on track, you know Bitcoin loves that right now. But I'm really waiting for Ethereum to make that push here. I mean, if there was something I wanted to buy right now, it'd be Ethereum for like large market cap altcoins. Because Solana's having its move already. I don't want to FOMO into that one. Sheeb is still doing really well. Look at that. I mean, Sheeb is going crazy right now. Again, out of order block, but it's going to try to break out here. This was earlier today. It's just going to try to break out and continue rallying here. And hey, Nor, yeah, I mean, you don't have to do what I say, of course. It's just how I personally like to trade. But I mean, it sounds like it's been doing freaking fantastic. When it's doing fantastic, man, and it feels like it can never go back down, scaling off like 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever amount you want to, it just locks in those gains. So you know, no matter what happens with the rest of that token, what happens, it can go like it can drop down to 100% tomorrow. I've still locked in some type of gains, which I really do enjoy. And hey, the real MFer Hunter. I can't pronounce the name properly, you know me. But what do you call? Hope you're doing one, man. Like number 32 incoming. What's number 32? I'm doing good, my man. Busy day, but it's Friday, so we're pretty much taking a break the rest of the week, right? Man. Error has to correct one. I just took profit, 157% profit. Oh, there you go. That's a nice move right there. Yeah, I think from now on, unless people actually ask me questions specifically about a token, like, hey, I'm looking at this token on this chart or that daily chart or whatever, I'm probably just going to end up skipping over them because I never know exactly what people want me to talk about when they just say a token. Let me see. MILF Hunter? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying there. The MILF Hunter. Okay, I get it. I can see. I'm happy to say that out loud. I just didn't know what the heck it was for a second. The real MILF Hunter. Okay, okay. I can say that out loud. That's fine. I don't think YouTube is gonna get mad at me for saying that. Actually, I was watching Crypto Face's stream the other day, and I can't play the audio for you because I think the audio is what got his channel taken off. Crypto Face results to live. I think it was this one. No, I'm not gonna play the music because the music was bad. But I was watching it like late at night. Oh, it doesn't show it anymore. Yeah, his stream just like shut off because I think it was playing like music that he wasn't supposed to play, and YouTube was just like smack. You can't play that song. I think it was just one song too. And the stream was shut off, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I made a little YouTube post about saying, wait, what the fuck is going on, YouTube? You can't be taking off Crypto Face's channel. But yeah, I guess he was playing some bad music or something. Or music, not bad music, but music YouTube didn't want him to play. That's what I assume was happening there. At least I assume. 650% profit. Oh yeah, you guys are insane. You guys are insane. But that's why I do my own little crazy trades with you guys, which is why I have the that's why I have the Bitcoin 820 up here. I'm probably gonna close this tonight, to be honest, guys. But like, no, I really just want to see it hit 1,000, and it's $200, and I've been making that pretty easily this week. I think I'll let it get to 200% profit. I'll sell at 200% profit. Or I'll sell at 1,000% profit. I think both are just great types of things, right? So what would so if I was to go over here and I was to do a target price, return rate, I want to get 1,000% back on my trade. So that's at 66,351. Oh, we were already there today, and I just didn't. I wasn't looking at it. Oh, okay, that's not incredible. Okay, let's do that. All right. We'll sell 95% of it there at limit price custom. And that'll be at 66.35. So it really looks good. There we go. Oh yeah, to get 1,000%, we just need Bitcoin on the daily chart just to go right back up there. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. That way I'll have the little banner saying 1,000% gains. Now it'll only probably say like $230, $40, $50 of profit, but I don't care. I want to actually. I think you can actually change the way it looks. If I click on this, yeah, I can turn off the display. So now it looks like I'm a millionaire. Aha, see? I like being able to show that there or take it off. I mean, yeah, profit is just a beautiful thing, especially because we were so bored. I cannot stress how boring it was to watch Bitcoin go sideways for a while, and now we're actually getting some action here. It's just that this action is usually followed by like major crashes. So I'm like, please, just keep on going up, then come down a little bit, sure, but just don't go all the way back down to like $58,000 or $48,000. That'd be absolutely tragic. Cryptoface is pretty wild. Just started watching him recently. He's fun. Yeah, he's a chill guy, and he fits my personality profile of people like I can just like vibe with. You know what I mean? He's not scammy. He's not, he's not trying to hide shit. He has his own trading style, his own personality, and he really sticks with it. I love that type of stuff. But yeah, he's a really chill guy. I met him over in Nashville. Really, really chill guy. But yes, those trades are fucking insane. And on top of that, if you want to learn how to use Market Cipher, there's nobody better to teach you guys, especially if you guys wanted to pay for it. He's great. There was this news that Bitmain will support Aleo mining in the future, so it seems like the next move after Caspa, RXD, Alpha. That's why I bought it at $2. Oh yeah, so yeah, you're looking pretty good right now. It's nice to see the business component reward some of the price action that we've been waiting for. So what I mean by that, because I think I sounded like Kamala for a second, but holistically, it's nice to see that when these tokens or the businesses behind these tokens start to make deals, the tokens are rewarded holistically, holistically. And hey, General, hey, Mike, thoughts on the Total 3 chart breaking out on its is Total 3 the token? Total 3 is the token, maybe. Breaking out on the consolidation channel just like it did pre-2021 rally to the new all-time highs, but compared to Bitcoin price, it happened right before Bitcoin break, and if it repeats Bitcoin set. Is Total 3 a token, or are you talking about the top 3 market caps and what they're doing right now? If you're talking about the top 3 total market caps, it looks like things are aligning for us to have a pretty good surge. I don't think this will be a parabolic surge like we saw back in 2021. I do think that we are probably looking at like if we break 70,000, like a slingshot probably up to like 80,000, and then we're probably gonna have to cool off for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then we could probably keep on going up. But I don't think it's going to be the week after week of massive gains like we saw. But yeah, you are starting to see some of those older signals start to say, hey, oh, well, look at that happened back in time too. And yeah, we're looking for them. But for me, I think I need to see the move or the breakout above 73,000, basically that Fibonacci level that we've been talking about. That's like right up here. We need to have that breakout, close above it on the weekly chart, close above it on the monthly chart. I mean, then it's freaking game on. Primarily the weekly chart, but the monthly chart is always a little bit better. Like if we closed on the last day of September above that, I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, we're going crazy right now. That's the type of stuff I'd be looking for. And so far, Bitcoin doing nothing while we're streaming today. Any thoughts on MSTU? Depends on what you're asking for, but actually, hey Steve, for MSTU, do you mean ETF Opportunities Trust T-Rex 2X Long MSTR daily target? I think you probably are, but just let me know, confirm that while I'm talking. Now, again, little bit newer. I've heard rumbles about this because I think they got some people to sponsor news ads and like CoinDesk and stuff. Highly, highly risky. Part of me wants to see how options do on this because this could be really crazy for options trading. Now, the options is primarily what I'm looking at here. We're not going to really be doing technical analysis on this, of course, because it is new and it kind of follows MicroStrategy, which follows Bitcoin. I like this a lot, but the way I'm thinking about this day by day, and again, last time I checked this out, I was like way back over here, and we were talking about Bitcoin more. It's doing very well, as you might imagine. I basically want to treat this how I treat Bitcoin, though, and when this plummets a lot, I want to buy that dip. So we're going on a rally right now. It's all nice and good, but for something like this, I typically do want to just wait for something that appears to be a crash because it's a 2x long, right? And then just really buy it up because it should in time continue going on. All you want to see from this is that it has volume that continues to grow, right? So some ETFs, they die off because nobody's trading them. They're not making enough money. So the ETF closes. I think being a Bitcoin product, I think it'll do fine for now. At the height of the Bitcoin market, the height of the crypto altcoins and stuff like that, I would start to scale out of this personally. But I think right now it's a good hold. The easiest thing to do is dollar cost average with more weight being given to moments where the market is crashing. And then just dollar cost average, dollar cost average. Oh my God, Bitcoin dropped a little bit. This thing fell down like 10, 15%. Oh, I better attack that like a motherfucker. You know, that's the way I think about it. One other thing here, though, I think you should look at, though. We don't talk about it as much, but I'm going to start doing it on, there's no Sunday, what do you call it? Because it's my birthday, shit. I'll do it Monday. I'll do it Saturday. We'll do a member stream Saturday. Let's see. Sorry, I got confused for a second. There's BBL Drizzy is playing on my speakers behind me, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot that song. It's such a good song. All right. Now, I don't see anything red flaggy here. Red flaggy. No. Why doesn't it give me all the information on the side here? I don't know why. If I zoom out, will it do it? But I have to zoom out like 60% for it to give me all the data right here. If I zoom in anymore, it's like normal. It's all on the side here. You can actually even see what's on the side. Volume is good. And one more thing here. There we go. And hey, Tony, happy to see my man. I am not signing up for new emails and shit. So these are just the fund's holdings. So, okay, equity, net value. So this must have been changed a little bit. So they have enough money. I would say this is still a very small ETF, but I think it's trustworthy enough because it does have like, a few $100 million in there. I think it'd be fine. But right now, dollar cost averaging is probably going to be a good way to go there, especially if you just want to be in the stock market. That's probably the best way to do it as well. Everybody's looking for different types of ETFs to kind of gauge the market. And frankly, instead of following the Bitcoin ETFs, MicroStrategy has been a lot more fun to get, to trade with. And hey, Ronnie, oh wow, my birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 59. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, my man. It'll be, well, what do you call it? Yeah, you're turning 59. Well, I turn 30 on Sunday. It'll be a fun time. Enjoy it, though. Enjoy it. Wait, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to sleep all morning. Take Loki out to the dog park for a little bit. Or no, I'm not going to go to the dog park. Fuck other dogs. We're going to go on a walk or something out in nature. Maybe I'll go fishing for a little bit, but I think it's going to be cold. And then I'll go out to dinner with my grandparents. It'll be pretty fun. What about Reed? Just came out on Radium. Should be doing fine. I don't know much about the token though. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Let me see very fast. There you go. But if you have a specific question about it, let me know, like technical analysis on the 1 hour, 5 hour, whatever. Kilo is always low. Happy birthday. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I don't know if I'm going to have a birthday cake. I might get myself a birthday cake. It's been kind of weird. Remember, like, as far as my family is concerned, it's me, sisters in college, and my grandparents who are maybe like 10 miles away, not too far. But I don't have birthday parties and stuff like that anymore. I'll buy myself a teeny Oreo ice cream. No, I can't have ice cream. Shit, I'm lactose intolerant. Maybe an Oreo cake. I'm gonna find myself an Oreo cake and that'll be pretty good. Or I'll make a cake. Oh, I forgot. See, I got a KitchenAid. I can do some magic with a KitchenAid right there. Oh, to be 30 again? Yeah, I still get up to enough mischief. I'm gonna clean up my hurricane debris. Dude, I hope you're okay out there. I saw some of that storm surge and it definitely is a little crazy out there. Using the fibs, what could be Shiba Inu's top be? So Shiba's a little bit weird because you see the chart, how it looks like a gigantic W if you kind of just zoom out enough, right? Okay, maybe a W with a little weirdness happening here. Hold on a second here. On there you go. Okay. Let's get that. We already know that thing is breaking out here. I wish I had something from a long time ago, but I think this is actually when Sheep came to be. All right, so move that over there a little bit. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. The old way, you know, the longer term way, I would say, would be back over here. Oh, get the fuck out of there. God, blah, 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 blah. There you go. All right. This is the old way, the longer way, right? Where we go all the way back over here to 2021 to the big peak that happened literally a month later. And then we come all the way back down here to the lows back in June of 2023. Now, let's go over here to the daily chart and kind of see if this has been working out so far for us or not. And the bottom was right here. So it worked out there a little bit, kind of worked out there. Didn't really do much there because we were spiking a little bit right there and a little bit right there. So it almost looks like we should pay attention more to the weekly chart. A little bit of resistance on the weekly, popped up, didn't really do much there, but still it worked out. Some resistance right there, a little bit right there. So I think it's worth talking about this. As far as if this decides to have another big move like we did back in 2020, hold on a second here. Back in 2021, basically what we're going to see is probably something similar to the all-time highs, to be honest. Back around 95.07. Let me see. Let me take the log off of this one. Is anything changed? Well, you know what? I forget that I don't have to do that. I can click on settings. I can just turn off the log button right here. There we go. It's still going to be around that, yeah, 92.5 level. If we have more money in the market because of, you know, inflation, all that other type of crap, what you might see it end up going back up to here is if it does want to go to higher levels, probably up here towards 13,909 or over here towards 22,582. I mean, at that point, you are taking off at zero, it looks like, and taking off at zero for Shiba Inu is going to be a great accomplishment. For me right now, because I'm not looking so long term, and I think this thing moves so fast that it's okay to kind of not focus so much on this older one, you might want to go over here to low, high, low. There we go. Daily chart. We got stopped for a day. It also managed to, you know, be along the 200 daily moving average lines. We have another one coming up here at 26.22. This one is about 11682 all the way up here towards 1823, basically. I'm trying to think. I'd probably err on the side of, turn the magnet off, somewhere up here. And the reason for that this time is I know we're still looking good. I know Shiba is going to be fantastic. We always have these nice little pops here and we can make some really good money. But when going over to look at Shiba, it still has such a high market cap. You know, Dogecoin's at 18 billion. Shiba right here is at 12 billion. It can, you know, it can go high, and you know that'll be represented by going up to all-time highs. But I still think it's going to be a little bit more difficult for it to do anything really crazy beyond that. But I do think we'll be able to at least take off a zero from Shiba, which I think will be the huge momentum shift for it, where everybody's like, "Damn, we had a good run. Now I'm gonna take some money off the table," and that we'll see what happens afterwards. Like, because even right now, like our Bitcoin trade is up 858%. That's good. Only $200, but you know, as a YOLO play. RLC is up 300, you know. I think every time she breaks out, it'd be worth doing some really good swing trades on it with maybe not high leverage because it'll just move up so fast, but at least a decent chunk of cash. And then once it kind of spikes up for a few weeks, I'm probably going to open up a small leverage, large capital type of short position on it to kind of ride it back down, because I can only imagine how much money people, no, remember I shorted Luna. But you know, we're able to play it that way. But I think it has some good levels, but not crazy astronomical gains, but a little bit higher than where we were last time, just because the market cap is so big. If you're looking for something really, really large as far as breakouts, perhaps going over to the Turbos, the Mogs, the Pepes, the Flokies, those may be some good plays there. But right now, I'm still looking for those meme coins in the $500 million range. Those seem to be the best. Let me see. Hey, we opened up that, no, the Ethereum trade is on the other one. Never mind, this is 26%. That's not that crazy. I was hoping like, oh yeah, we got made up 25% in the last few hours. Sundog still at 46. I just want to check these for a few seconds. 95%. See, we're up $333 on this one. Matic has actually come through quite well. I was a little bit more skeptical because Matic has been a whole bunch of nothing over the last few months, 2 years now. But we might be able to bounce off of this. Ape token, I'm probably going to close this if it hits 300% profit with a leverage. Let me see. Where's the theme here? No, Ethereum is only up 1% on a 15x play, so yeah, Ethereum hasn't done anything here. Yeah. These positions are smaller. We need to open up some larger positions, but I think I want to wait for Bitcoin to cool off a little bit, consolidate, and on that next big Bitcoin consolidation, I think we'll be able to make some more trades here because, I mean, we got $13,000 of capital in here. Only in futures. Maybe I can move some more over. I'm not entirely sure. I do want to start doing some $5,000 like 5x longs with you guys on Bitcoin and watching those profits come in here. Now, a couple tokens I'm looking forward to right now is Miro. I'm really hoping this thing can do well. It's finally had a, if you guys look at the weekly chart here, from the lows up here, it's already at 56%. I'm hoping this is one of those YOLO trades because, let me go back over here. Memes. You guys can see this well enough. Floki's at 1.6, Brett's at 1 billion, Popcat's at 900 million. Popcat is something I'm watching closely. It's a large market cap. But again, Mog, Book of Meme, Cat and a Dog's New World, Dogs, Baby Dogecoin. All of these have market caps where they're kind of appealing to us right now. I kind of just want to have $100 in each of these. I have some Sundog as well from all the Tron tokens and stuff. But all these tokens, for the most part, under $500 million. I'm trying to buy some up, especially if they have a pretty, they're not crazy, right? Like maybe I'm not going to go crazy into Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu. But Ponk, Andy, Cockinu, no, not Cockinu. I think Cockinu is a little too old, but it'll be a nice rally. MAGA, Mumu the Bull, Bone, Shiba Swap. They're all something that could work out there. Mother Iggy. I think Iggy Azalea is actually running this token too, which is crazy. Or she talks about it quite a bit. Apu, you know, I'm looking at all this stuff. Mira's at like $89 million market cap. You know, Dogelon Mars, I've given up on that one to be honest, but I have some. I was kind of waiting to see what happens. Sneck, Milady, you know, Satoshi is something I'm interested in as well, but it's also down last 24 hours, but also up 50% last few days. So still working out there. What about Kakinu? You know, they usually don't get too crazy, but if you wanted to buy some, they can. Usually for me, I'll put like 50 bucks into it, kind of watch it rally. I think anywhere between 50 to 200 bucks is going to be fine if you want to do something of a long-term hold there. 2470 was what I recall on Sheep for the local high. That makes sense then, for sure. I'll have some dark chocolate and wild turkey. Oh, that sounds awesome right there. I haven't eaten any sweets in a little bit of time. Last time I had sweets was it'd be a sweet alcohol or something. I went out to sushi with my friend a while ago. I told you guys that. And then I took him out to a drink, but yeah, because he's not, he's just getting back on his feet and stuff. He don't got no money. But I have not had a good dessert in a minute. I gotta have a good dessert sometime. You know what? Tomorrow I'm driving about doing a bunch of errands. Maybe I'll find a way to get some dessert then. I'm sure there's some place around where I live. Like, you know, there's like Tacoma, there's University Place, Lacey, Grahamish. I don't think Graham has any desserts by me, but maybe. Had family in Germany, made me a cake, went for my birthday back in 2019, and it was awesome. Dude, I'd be jealous right there. I'd be very, very jealous of that. Yeah, no worries, Sal. Happy to help you out. How about Dot? Oh, what about Dot? Do you want to talk about Ethereum just tapping the 21 SMA, trying to get over that trend up, reject once and boom? Yeah, with Ethereum, yeah. But see, I just wanted to do well. I could have actually invested a lot more in Ethereum, but you know when you make a good amount of money off of Bitcoin and we have that big trade, we're like, oh yeah, we made a bunch of money. I don't want to let go of it if Bitcoin starts to come back down right after I saw Bitcoin and Ethereum as being a little bit of a punk for us. There we go. But at least, yeah, I'm still waiting for Ethereum. I was thinking, over the past few days, I've been staying up so late to trade, and I've just been getting more and more tired. Into the fact that I woke up at 1 o'clock today, right? I'm gonna try not to do so much trading this weekend since it's my birthday. I'm just gonna relax. Try and think. Yeah, probably the way to go for me right now. I've been looking at way too much. And hey, Vonna, Ethereum breakout? Is Ethereum breaking out right now? No, not yet. It's trying to though. I'm just waiting for that surge. When that surge happens, oh god, I'll be so nice, so happy. But again, Bitcoin's chugging up bit by bit by bit. I think. Well, what am I doing tonight? I did have plans to hang out with a friend that was coming into town, but he got stuck up at an airport, I think in Denver. So, what am I doing tonight? I might just end up smoking cigars. I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure it out. Let's see. I was at the cigar lounge last night. Everybody plays dominoes, but I don't know how to play fucking dominoes, so I just kind of sit there and I watch for a little bit. Then I find somebody else to talk to for a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, Bitcoin's doing fine. I think I'll end the stream right now, everybody. It seems like things are working out in our favor. Bitcoin's still going up. We might be looking at maybe 1 or 2 more pops, but that level of resistance for us right now happens to be between 67 to 68,000 bucks. At this point, I'm scaling out of some of my trades, not all of them, but I am scaling out just in case Bitcoin were to go down a little bit. You know, those altcoins would come down a lot more like they typically do. But for now, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a little bit. It'll be later on at night probably because I just have so many errands to run tomorrow. But then Sunday, my birthday, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit, relax. I gotta go take Loki out to the park and stuff like that. Yeah, he's looking at me all crazy. And then what I'm gonna do is what am I doing? Oh, going out to dinner with my grandparents. And yeah, that'd be good. My sister showed me a picture of that new coffee machine that I bought her. It works perfectly. She's making cappuccinos and frappuccinos and all those types of shit in there. Not frappuccinos, it's cappuccinos. Yeah, the hot stuff. Loki, little treat. But yeah, so everyone have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna give Loki a treat on behalf of you guys. Yeah. So he's having a good day. And no worries, Kilo. So everybody have a great rest of your night. I'm sorry, I'm so tired from the last few days. Remember, I pulled an all-nighter with you guys, and I'm just like, right now. I should be going to sleep, but I'm going to find something to do tonight. I got those Cubans to smoke. That's what I got. I got those Cubans. So See you, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And there'll be a member stream tomorrow as well. Maybe only a member stream tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll push it to Monday. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. So see you guys a little bit later. Thanks.